Welcome to the Coach Eric Williams Jaguar Nation Show. This is your host, Jeff Breedlove, coming to you with Coach Eric Williams from Maynard Jackson High School following a great Jaguars road region win over North Springs, 32-29. Coach, we went north and came home with a great region victory.
Yes, we did. Our guys went out and played a great game on Friday night, and we were very fortunate to get away with a region victory.
You know, the Jaguars came out in that first half, and they were just playing lights out, as good as I've ever seen them play as a unit, controlling both sides of the ball in the first half.
You're absolutely correct with that, Jeff. We completely dominated the first half of that game. Our kids came out fired up, and they set the tone early, and we just played well from there.
Now, we had a lot of highlights in this game on offense. I want to jump right into it. In no particular order, but we had 4 touchdowns on offense. Marquise Cozy, number 1, he not only had a touchdown, Coach, but he had over 90 yards receiving.
Yes, Marquise Cozy has been outstanding for us on offense, and he's been our leader. Whenever we have been in a desperate need of a big play, we just throw that ball up to Marquise, and he just go up and get it and make a play for us. He
was playing really, really good Friday night. And, of course, number 13, Charles Daniels. You know, I want to say 2 things about him. He came in and did very well when you gave him the call for quarterback, scoring a touchdown. But he also had to step up and do something he hadn't really done for us, and that was be the holder on special teams because our regular holder went down to an injury. And that young man played with poise and leadership and grace in that emergency situation.
Yes, I mean, Charles is a great kid, and he's a very good athlete. And what he does, he just, whenever a coach asks him to do something, he go out and give his 100%.
Well, he was doing it Friday night. He was working hard on the sidelines in between plays, too. It was great leadership from number 13, Charles Daniels.
Yes.
Of course, we always seem to mention this player every highlight. Number 2, Roderick Hammonds, yet again another touchdown, another solid game for the Jaguars.
Right. I mean, Roderick is our leader. I mean, and we go as Roderick goes. And this year he's been on fire. He's been leading us, and we are very fortunate to have him as our leader at quarterback.
Well, again, he's just a highlight reel and another great game by number 2, Roderick Hammonds. Another guy we're talking about a lot lately as the season goes on is number 28, Stanley Ryan. He's got another touchdown under the belt this past week.
Yes, Stanley has been playing big for us the past couple of weeks, and we always knew that he had the talent and potential. And he just had to have that confidence in himself. And now he's playing with a high level of confidence, and he's really been outstanding for us the past couple of weeks.
I'll tell you, if you think the Atlanta Falcons have running backs, you need to come watch number 28 for the Jaguars because he is coming on strong.
You're absolutely correct with that, Jeff.
And, of course, our what I call our human highlight reel, tip of the hat there to Dominique Wilkins, is number 4, Hussein Hall, the Flash. About 130 yards rushing, just another solidly outstanding game for the Flash.
Yes, Flash really carried the ball well for us as far as running that ball outside. He had one big long run that they kind of say he stepped out of bounds. We all were up in arms about him because we knew he didn't step out of bounds. He was in bounds, and he should have scored on like a 60-yard run, but it ended up being more like a 50-yard run because they gave us the ball on the 10-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Coach, I happened to be right down there on that part of the sideline, and I saw those feet going down those hash marks, and I can tell you right now, the refs blew that call.
Yes, they did.
And I tell you what, I know he's going to do well in college, but any college recruiters watching this, let me tell you, he had good footwork on the sideline.
He definitely did.
He really did. Of course, another highlight on offense is number 5, Rashad Jordan. He had a very long 56-yard pass reception in this game.
Yes, when we get Rashad in space, I mean, it's just a highlight reel waiting to happen. He set the tone. We were driving the ball, and we just dropped back and hit him on the seam route, and he just did the rest. And it took probably the whole team from North Springs to bring him down.
And, I don't want to leave offense without mentioning our offensive line. I mean, these guys were working in the trenches. They're the ones that gave all these guys that were making these runs and receptions just enough time to make those plays happen. And another good, solid performance by the offensive line, I think.
You're absolutely correct with that, too, as well, Jeff. We stay on these guys a lot because we see so much potential in them, and they're a young, cohesive group. But we just want them to keep on getting better and better because we're going to need that going down the home stretch.
No question about it. I hope these guys know how important they are to Jaguar Nation and how much Jaguar Nation appreciates what they do.
They do. They're very important to our success.
Of course, on the other side of the ball, on the defense, we had some more highlights. It was just a great game on both sides of the ball. I want to start off here with number 3, Antardis Ballard, who had an interception for a touchdown.
Yes. Right after our first score, North Springs had the ball, and I guess it was second down. And, you know, we had a great week of practice as far as having attention to detail on the defensive side of the ball. And then Tardis was right where he was supposed to be, and he picked that ball off and took it to the end zone for 6.
And, you know, the interceptions didn't stop there. Number 21, Tanilius Denson, also had an interception.
Yes, he did. Tanilius Denson picked up his 4th interception on the season, and he's been having a great year for us as well.
And the interceptions kept coming with number 22, Sean Dickerson.
Sean Dickerson, yes, he did. Sean got his first career interception this year on Friday night. And it was a great anticipation of where the quarterback was going with the ball, and he intercepted the ball and he also had like a 30-yard return.
But, you know, our defense didn't stop with interceptions, Coach. We had a fumble recovery in the red zone by number 20, Mikhail Battle.
Huge play. I mean, the game was tightening up a little bit. They were driving, and that momentum had started to shift. Their crowd really got behind them. And, you know, Hassan Hall made a good tackle, stopping the running back from getting in on the 1-yard line. And the very next play, Mikhail Carter recovered a fumble and took that ball away from them. And that was a big possession.
Because there was still more on defense. I mean, another guy who's becoming a human highlight reel on defense, number 7, Kobe Dixon, 4 sacks on the night.
I mean, Kobe was absolutely relentless on the defensive side of the ball as far as with his pass rush and everything. He made numerous tackles as well as those 4 sacks.
Well, I tell you, we keep talking about the defense every week, and one thing that I was impressed with was we know that North Springs has a high-powered offense, and you know we salute them for their talents on that side of the ball. But our Jaguars came out there and they hung with that defense for that offense for 4 quarters, and you know walked away with the win, and that says a lot against that high-powered offense.
I mean, it absolutely says a lot, and it was all about attention to detail, and you could see that there was a lot of attention to detail in the first half because wherever their quarterback wanted to go with the ball, we were there.
No, it looked really, really good, Coach, and just another solid outing. You know, I noticed the team got there early, and we were talking about this on the Facebook Live post that we do, and check out our Facebook page at each game. Coach always talks with us before the game and when time allows at halftime and after the game. But, you know, we were talking about how the guys came out with a lot of intensity in their pregame warm-ups and drills. And, I mean, it was noticeable. They were popping with positive attitude right before that game on that field.
Yes, and I think, you know, we had a long trek up to North Springs, and we left early because we didn't want to get caught in traffic. And I think that kind of tilted everything in our favor because it gave us an opportunity to get there and relax and go out and have a real solid pregame prior to kickoff.
You know, Coach, I left early and did something a little bit different. I found a hamburger place up there and went and had a hamburger. So we did a different kind of leaving early.
Right.
But y'all's was probably smarter and better, although the hamburger was pretty good at Moxie Burger.
Okay.
But, you know, I want to talk about, as we move forward here, you know, we're 4-2. We're right in the playoff hunt. No reason in the world why the Jaguars shouldn't be in postseason play this year. But you said something to the guys that I think is important to bring up to all of Jaguar Nation. You're telling the players how it's a mindset, and they got to have a want-to attitude to finish the drill this year.
And you're absolutely correct. You know, some things happened in the game during the second half on Friday night that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I just felt like we didn't put ourselves in position and didn't have the mindset to finish the drill. And so I took a mental note of that, and I had to go back and re-emphasize the wanting to and the way that we have to finish in every game, because no game is over until that final horn blows.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Coach. And I'll tell you, the Detroit Lions learned that a couple of Sundays ago against the Falcons. And, you know, I don't know that our players understand exactly how good they are and exactly how much respect all the adults in Jaguar Nation have for them. But, you know, we are counting on them. They get pressure because we know that they can put W's on the board and W's in life, and we just want them to do their best on the field, in the classroom, so they're prepared for life when they leave Maynard Jackson.
That's right, Jeff. I absolutely, firsthand, being the leader, I absolutely love this team. And I just want them to play with that exuberance of confidence that they need. A lot of them are still young, and they can make a play, and then they can not make a play, and they'll get down, or they can get overconfident. And I just want them to be humble and just play their hardest, and with that, their talent will shine.
You're absolutely right, Coach. Humility is strength, and confidence is good, but you want to keep it right in there. And I think you're setting the tone here for this year and a couple of years to come where good things are going to happen. Let's look ahead. I want Jaguar Nation to know this coming weekend we have a bye week. In many ways, it's much needed. We have a couple of players a little banged up, nothing too serious, but it's good coming at a good time in the season to let us get a week off in terms of a game and have a practice and let some of the Jaguars get healed up a little bit.
You're right. It gives us a chance to retool and get our mindset, because when we start back on the 13th, it's going to be continuous throughout the playoffs and to the end of the season.
Now, Coach, I do want to mention that the Booster Club, we appreciate our Booster Club. They're very awesome. They're having a tailgate this Thursday in conjunction with the JV game.
Okay.
So we want everybody in Jaguar Nation to come out. It's a perfect week because you don't have a varsity game conflicting in your schedule. Come out and support the JV Jaguars and enjoy the tailgate. There's going to be all kinds of food and fun things that our awesome Booster Club is doing. And I know you appreciate the hard work of the Booster Club.
I really do appreciate the hard work of the Booster Club, and they're very supportive, and our kids appreciate that in the community. We're getting stronger, and I just need for everybody in Jaguar Nation to continue to get behind our student athletes, because they really do need your support, and we need your support. And let's go ahead and make this year a very special year.
Well, they kick off at 6 o'clock here at Maynard Jackson this Thursday, and all that cookout stuff will be going on from about 4:30 or 5 o'clock, right up to kickoff. So come on out this Thursday here at the school and be a part of that tailgate and wear something to support the Jaguars. Now, we'll be back with the varsity in action on October 13th, another away game, another region game. We're going to be making that trip on I-20 West out to Douglas County to Lithia Springs to play the Lithia Springs Lions. And those Lions, they're hungry for a win, Coach.
Yes, they are. They're hungry for a win. They're a much improved team under Coach Hill's guidance this year, and they're going to give us their best effort because they're still in playoff contention as well. And we just have to come out and continue to build on the success that we have had thus far.
Well, I want everybody in Jaguar Nation to know it makes a difference from that sideline when those away stands have some folks in them. I-20 is an easy ride. It's a 7:30 start, so we need you to get on I-20, head out to Lithia Springs, wear something gray or black or red and gold and whatever you got that says Jaguars on it, and come out and fill those stands up in Lithia Springs on October 13th at 7:30 p.m.
That's right, Jaguar Nation. We need you to come out, and we need to go out there and take Douglas County by storm.
So we want to thank Coach Eric Williams always for his time bringing you the Jaguar Nation show. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Every time you do, it puts us up and it helps recruiters see our players, and that's what we want to do, is help our student athletes in their quest for college. So we appreciate all you do for Jaguar Nation. And Coach Williams, we thank you for your leadership and your time, Coach.
Thank you, Jeff. MJJ all day. Jag Nation.